Hello, my friend. Welcome back to your English practice space. Take a deep breath and smile. That's already a good start. Let me ask you something. Do you ever feel shy when someone asks you, "What do you do every day?" You understand the question, but suddenly your mind goes blank. You know the words, but they hide somewhere inside your head. Does that sound familiar? You're not alone. Many learners feel the same way. You study grammar, you learn vocabulary, but when it's time to speak, you freeze. You start translating in your mind. Vietnamese first, then English. And while you think, the moment is gone. Don't worry, this happens to almost everyone. You're not bad at English. You just haven't trained your speaking muscles yet. And that's what we'll do today. We'll practice together, slowly and clearly. We'll speak out loud, step by step. By the end of this lesson, you'll be able to describe your day, your morning, your afternoon, your evening, all in English. Sounds good? All right, let's get ready. Now, before we begin, I want to show you a small technique that will help you speak naturally. It's called shadowing. Maybe you've heard of it before. Shadowing means you listen and repeat, almost at the same time, like a shadow that follows the sound. When I speak, you speak after me. Not fast, not perfect, just together, with rhythm. You listen, you repeat, you speak. That's shadowing. You don't need to understand every single word. You don't need to stop or worry about mistakes. Just let the sounds move through your mouth. Let your voice come out. Think of it like singing a song you love. At first, you copy the lyrics. Later, you sing with feeling. That's how shadowing works. So, today, no grammar tests, no stress, no pressure, only practice. Your voice, your rhythm, your confidence. Remember this. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to start. Every time you speak aloud, your brain gets stronger. Your English becomes a little more natural. Good job for being here. You're already learning just by listening with an open heart. Now let's take a small breath together. Inhale, exhale. Let's speak English. Slowly, clearly, step by step. Ready? Let's begin your English day. Sunrise. Now let's talk about why we're learning to speak about your day. Why my day? Why not something bigger, like travel, dreams, or the future? The answer is simple. Your daily routine is your world. It's what you live every single day. You know it best. When you talk about your day, you don't have to invent ideas. You already know what happens. When you wake up, what you eat, where you go. That makes speaking easier, faster, and more natural. And here's something important. When you speak about your real life, you build a stronger connection between English and your brain. You stop translating. You start thinking in English. Step by step, your words become part of you. Good job. You're already learning how this works. Now let's look at why this topic is so useful. You can use these sentences every single day. With your friends, with your teacher, in a message, online. Even when you talk to yourself in the mirror. Every morning, every evening, English is right there, waiting for you to speak it. You don't need a classroom. You just need a few minutes. And your voice. Let me tell you a short story. When I was learning another language, my teacher gave me a very small challenge. She said, every day, record one simple sentence about your life. That's it. Just one sentence. The first day, I said, "Today I woke up late." It sounded easy, even funny, but something changed. Each day, I spoke again. And little by little, my brain stopped asking, How do I say this in English? It just said it. That small habit changed everything. I started thinking in English, not just studying it. So today, I want you to do the same. You'll speak about your life, not anyone else's. You'll describe your morning, your afternoon, your evening. Simple, clear, true. Don't wait for perfect grammar. Don't wait for a big word list. Start with what you live. Because your real life is the best English book you already have. And remember this: when you can talk about yourself, you stop feeling lost. You start feeling free. You start to see English is not something far away. It's already in your day, in your mind, in your voice. That's it. You're ready for the next step. Now we'll move into the fun part, describing your morning in English. Let's do it together, slowly and confidently. Now let's start your English morning. Imagine the sun is rising, the air is fresh. It's time to begin your day and your English practice. Let's learn some simple sentences you can use every morning. We'll speak slowly, clearly, step by step. And remember, you don't just listen, you speak with me. All right, here's the first sentence. I wake up at 6. Say it with me. Slowly. I wake up at 6. Good. Now once more. I wake up at 6. When you say wake up, open your mouth clearly. Not wake up, but wake up, short, clear, confident. Now, what's next? I brush my teeth. Say it with me. I brush my teeth. One more time. I brush my teeth. Good job. Let's move to the next one. I take a shower. Repeat after me. I take a shower. That's it. Nice rhythm. Soft, natural, easy. Next sentence. I eat breakfast. Say it with me. I eat breakfast. Now again, slowly. I eat breakfast. Good job. You sound great. And one more for this morning group. I go to work. Or if you're a student, I go to school. Say both with me. I go to work. I go to school. That's it. 5 sentences. Simple, clear, useful. You can say them every day. You just spoke your morning routine in English. Now let's make it feel more real. I'll tell you a short story, and you can picture it in your mind. Soft transition sound. Gentle breeze. Every morning I wake up at 6. I open my window and take a deep breath. The sky is soft and blue. I make a cup of coffee and listen to calm music. Then I brush my teeth and take a shower. I eat breakfast, sometimes just toast and fruit. Before I go to work, I look in the mirror and smile. I say to myself, today will be a good day. Now, your turn. Let's repeat some lines from the story. Together. I open my window. I take a deep breath. I make coffee. I smile. Good job. See, you just said more than 10 English sentences without translating. That's real progress. Every time you practice your morning routine like this, your English becomes stronger, your voice becomes clearer, and your confidence grows. So, tomorrow morning, when you open your eyes, say your sentences out loud. I wake up at 6. I brush my teeth. I take a shower. You'll start your day and your English at the same time. That's it. You did great. Now let's move to the next part of your day. The afternoon. Sun. Now let's talk about your afternoon. It's time to keep going, step by step. You did so well this morning. Good job. Now let's learn how to speak about the next part of your day. The afternoon is full of simple moments: work, study, lunch, a little rest. And all of these can become English practice moments. So let's begin, slowly and clearly. Here's the first sentence. I go to work by bus. Say it with me. I go to work by bus. Nice. Once more, I go to work by bus. If you don't work, you can change it. I go to school by bus. Or I walk to school. Simple, easy, true. Now another one. I have lunch with my friends. Say it slowly. I have lunch with my friends. Good. Now again, I have lunch with my friends. Perfect rhythm. You can almost feel the moment, sitting, eating, smiling. Let's learn one more. I take a short nap. Say it with me. I take a short nap. Good job. Not sleep, but take a nap. Short, light, relaxing. You can say, I take a nap after lunch. Try it. I take a nap after lunch. That's it. And now this one. I study English at home. Say it out loud. I study English at home. Good. This is one of my favorite sentences. Because it's not just practice. It's your real life right now. You're studying English. You're doing it. That's amazing. Finally, let's add one more. I read a book. Say it slowly. I read a book. You can add time. I read a book in the afternoon. Simple and beautiful. Now let me tell you a small story. After lunch, I usually take a short nap. Just 15 minutes. Then I drink some water, stretch, and open my laptop. I study English for 20 minutes. Not long, but every day. Sometimes I read a short article or watch a video in English. And every time I feel a little better, a little more confident. Small steps, done daily, create big progress. That's how real learning happens. Now let's review together. Repeat after me, step by step. I have lunch with my friends. I take a short nap. I study English at home. I read a book. Good job! You sound great already. See? You can already describe half of your day, your morning and your afternoon in English. That's real progress. You're not just learning words, you're living English. Take a moment to feel proud. You're doing this, slowly, clearly, confidently. All right, now let's move to the next part of your day. Evening time. A calm moment to relax and speak softly in English. Now it's evening. The day is almost over. You worked hard. You learned a lot. Now it's time to slow down, to relax, reflect, and speak softly in English. Let's talk about your evening routine. We'll learn some simple sentences that you can use every night. Say them with me. Slowly, clearly, and confidently. Here's the first one. I cook dinner. Say it with me. I cook dinner. Good. One more time. I cook dinner. Keep your voice calm, not too fast. I cook dinner. That's it. Nice and clear. If you want to add more, you can say, I cook dinner for my family, or I cook noodles for myself. Good job. Now the next one. I talk with my family. Say it with me. I talk with my family. Again, slowly. I talk with my family. Perfect. This sentence is warm and real. Because in the evening, we connect with people we love. We share stories. We laugh. We feel safe. Now another one. I watch a movie. Say it with me. I watch a movie. Good. You can change it. I watch a video. Or, I watch my favorite show. That's right. You're learning how to own your English life. Let's add 2 more sentences. I take a shower. Say it slowly. I take a shower. Nice. And the last one, I go to bed at 10. Say it carefully. I go to bed at 10. Now listen, this is important. We always say, go to bed, not go bed. Always add to. I go to bed. Say it again. I go to bed. Good job. Now, let me share a small story with you. At night, I turn off my phone and listen to soft music. I cook something simple, maybe rice or noodles. Then I sit at the table and eat slowly. After dinner, I talk with my family. We laugh. We share small stories from the day. Before bed, I take a warm shower. I write one short line in my notebook. Today, I practiced English. Then I smile and go to bed. Simple, calm, peaceful. Just like learning English. Now it's your turn. Let's shadow together. Slowly. I cook dinner. I talk with my family. I watch a movie. I take a shower. I go to bed. Beautiful. You just finished your whole day. In English, from morning to night. That's amazing. You should be proud of yourself. Speaking English is like this evening. Calm, simple, peaceful. No rush, no pressure. Just practice step by step. So take a breath. Relax. And remember, every small moment you speak, you're building real confidence. That's it for today. You did great. Now, rest well, and I'll see you in the next practice. Now, my friend, let's take a deep breath. You did it. You spoke English, step by step, from morning to night. Let's look back at everything you practiced today. We started with your morning, then we moved through your afternoon, and we finished with your evening. Now let's put it all together. Your full English day. Ready? Let's say it slowly, clearly, together. I wake up at 6. I brush my teeth. I eat breakfast. I go to work. I have lunch with my friends. I study English at home. I read a book. I talk with my family. I go to bed at 10. Good job. You just spoke 9 sentences. Simple, real, and true. You described your day in English. That's a big step forward. Now listen again and feel what's happening inside you. Your tongue moves easier. Your mind understands faster. Your voice feels stronger. You're not just learning English, you're living it. See? You can already speak for 1 full minute. In English, clearly and confidently. That's amazing progress. Learning a language takes time, but every word you speak is like water for a small plant. You can't see the change every day, but it's growing quietly deep inside you. Your English is growing, your confidence is growing, and your love for learning is growing too. So don't stop. Even if it feels slow, even if you make mistakes, keep going. Because practice is not about perfection. It's about connection. It's about finding your voice, in English and in life. Now here's a small mission for you. Tomorrow, record yourself again. Describe your day in English. Use your real life. Say it in your own voice. Even 1 minute is enough. Shadow this podcast again if you want. Repeat, pause, speak, and smile. Every time you do it, your English becomes a little more natural. Your confidence becomes a little stronger. Remember, you don't need to be perfect. You just need to practice, slowly, clearly, step by step. Let's end today with a simple truth. You spoke English today. You learned with your heart. You grew a little more confident. That's something to be proud of. So relax, breathe, and smile, because you are doing it. You are becoming the person who can speak English naturally, calmly, and beautifully. Good job, my friend. Keep going.